Hello boys and girls, it's Tyron here, and today we're back with another episode of the Dwarves. In the last episode we actually finally left our little home place that our dwarves been living in. I can't remember what it was actually called, but Loch Lomond has sent us on a journey to bring back some stuff he's actually borrowed from a friend, and we're heading to Black Saddle. That being said, let's carry on with our journey here. We'll actually first go into this little question mark thing to see what's going on with it. And hopefully something interesting, as the last episode didn't really end up that well since there wasn't that much fighting involved.
You see a flickering light through the trees some way from the path. It might come from a campfire. You walk towards the fire with confident strides until you finally make out 3 broad-shouldered men with axes. 2 rabbits are sizzling over the fire. The men are joking with one another, but you can only understand the odd word. They haven't noticed you yet. Once you reach the edge of the firelight, you say amicably,
"Greetings. My name is..."
The men jump up and grab their axes.
Who's there?
Yeah, it probably wasn't the best idea.
Oh, B. Is that a groundling?
The men look you over suspiciously.
Probably the most stupidest thing I could have done.
My name is Tungdil. May I know with whom I have the pleasure?
Bandits.
A perfect stranger, a groundling speaking like a king. We are woodcutters.
Oh, okay.
Talk our language, or better still, get lost.
I only wanted to be polite.
Sod your politeness and your pretty words, groundling, and be off with you.
Can we fight
The
him?
man strengthens his grip on the axe and glares at you with sinister yellow eyes.
Please?
Sod off, groundling. Have I made myself clear?
The man comes a step closer.
Let's try and be aggressive.
Put down your weapons or I'll be forced to use mine.
You threatening us, groundling?
Yes, I want to fight. Yes.
The next morning, visions of axes, faces full of hate, fists and heavy boots flicker through your befuddled mind. Your first attempt to move fails when pain shoots through every bone, every muscle, and every nerve in your body. It's a long time before you manage to sit up and tend to your wounds in the early sunlight. There's no trace of the woodcutters. They must have thrown you into the undergrowth near the campfire once they were finished with you.
So we got our asses handed to us basically. Probably wasn't the best idea. I was really hoping we can actually get into some sort of fight to make this episode a lot better, having actually something involved like that, but unfortunately that just was not the case.
On the other side, but there isn't a bridge for far and wide. The fishermen's boats glide over the water, which sparkles in the sun. None of the men seem to notice you while they throw out their nets.
Review the scenery, because I don't believe even if they do see us, they won't care if they're trying to fish.
You look at the cold, dark water. The current seems so strong that they could carry off even the most experienced of swimmers. And you aren't even a mediocre one. You once read a legend in a book. Elria, the goddess of water, did not like the children of the forge and cursed the dwarves, so that they would drown in any waters beyond their kingdoms. The main reason that dwarves avoid water to this day.
I probably would if I couldn't swim and I was cursed to drown.
You leave the peaceful banks of the river behind you and continue on your way.
Sweet, so let's carry on to good water.
You look down on a large village on the banks of the Warder. Some of the village is built on stilts in the river. A wooden bridge spans the fast-flowing water. A huge wooden palisade has been erected to protect the village from attack. Your eyes roam the land on the other side of the river. You estimate that you will soon have completed half of the journey to Blacksaddle, but you still can't make out the mountain on the horizon. The guards on the palisade are watching you. Their armor looks well cared for and well made. The smith who made them knew what he was doing. You conclude that the men depend on the protection the armor offers and aren't just wearing them to look good. They're certainly not villagers.
Alright, this is starting to look a bit gloomy now. Hopefully we don't get attacked by the city guards. It's probably going to be the worst thing to happen to us right by now. Actually, it'll probably be the best. At least make this episode worthwhile. Where some action finally happens.
The double gate is made of strong planks. Sturdy, but
We'll probably
still
get our ass
much
kicked.
less solid than the fixed parts of the palisade.
Hello.
Security has been forgone here for practical reasons. Never a good idea when building fortifications. Some of the guards begin to whisper as you near the gate.
Hello up there!
What brings you to fair good water? And have you seen any orcs on your travels, groundling?
The man leaning over the palisade eyes you up and down carefully.
Goodwater is well known for its hospitality.
A fact that you've just made up yourself.
Let me in, and I will tell other travellers all about it.
I regret to inform you that we cannot allow you to enter. The gates stay closed once night has fallen.
There is certainly no regret showing in the man's face. The orc heads on the spears look fresh, a fact that causes you unease for more than one reason.
Those won't scare orcs away.
Oop.
I hope not. The more orc heads that end up on those spears, the more gold coins that end up in our pockets. Right, boys? Yeah! That's right! Yeah!
Cheering on his own there.
Killed our fair share of orcs and know how to motivate them. Those ugly mugs will spur them on, and then they'll perish in front of our gates.
Two things become clear to you. Firstly, that the mercenaries the villagers have hired are excellent at killing orcs, and secondly, that they
Did you gather that by the heads on the spears, did you?
When did you kill these orcs?
Yesterday. We caught a couple of their scouts first. The others tried to take revenge in the evening. Let's see who'll turn up today.
Probably your demise.
Do you want me to be mauled by the orcs? Let me in.
You're pleased to notice
I don't
that
see
your
why they
voice
would care,
sounds
to be
more
honest.
accusatory than worried. The free peoples of Girdlegard have always stood side by side against the beasts of Tion. The mercenary seems to weigh up his options.
Oh, he's a mercenary. I thought he was a city guard.
A few miles between yourself and us, and then you should be safe. As safe as you can be these days.
I'm a blacksmith. And a dwarf. Let me tell you, your gate might look solid, but it won't withstand a real orc assault.
The murmuring all around him makes the man pause for a moment. If anyone else had criticized the stronghold, they'd have been laughed down and shooed away. But no one understands defense systems like the dwarves.
A dwarf blacksmith who just happens to be standing in front of our gate?
Try and lie, try and sound, make us sound a bit more professional, try and get through this gate.
That's right. I can see to it that orcs crack open their skulls on your gate, just like at home on the High Pass. Skulls that add up to hard cash for you.
You only know about the secondling stronghold from books, but you can see in the man's face you've pushed the right buttons.
All right then. You can spend the night in the village. You begin work tomorrow morning, and it had better work like you promised.
Of course. It's a trifle.
How many of you guys actually like trifles? I myself aren't that much of a fan.
After a meal, you spend the night in the comfort and shelter of a Goodwater tavern. The next morning, you feel fully refreshed. You strengthen the gate with cross braces of wood and iron, using your experience and skill. Now it should be able to withstand an attack for much longer. Mercenaries and villagers alike watch you work, clearly impressed. As you finish, a man approaches you.
Well done, dwarf. We were right to bring you into our village.
The village grew rich through bridge tolls, and this wealth must be defended.
I've spent almost half an orbit strengthening the gate. How about a bit of compensation?
The council member's face darkens.
We've paid for food and lodgings, and because we're generous, we've also thrown in the bridge toll. Good day, Mr. Dwarf.
So is that a no then? Right, well, I'm here at the minute, so let's try and carry on this way.
An uneasy feeling has been your constant companion since you left Goodwater. Every little sound in the forest makes you fear you've been discovered by a horde of orcs. But you reach the end of the day without bumping into any of the greenskins. It seems as though Vrakas has granted you one more day in Girdlegard. As night begins to fall, you pass a large oak tree and decide to call it a day. Near the oak tree is an abandoned camp with a fireplace, which appears to be a couple of days old. You swing yourself up the trunk and then pull up your baggage after you. You're prepared to sleep in a tree like a bird if it means escaping the orcs' attentions. You sling your rope twice around your stomach and the trunk of the tree to stop you from falling accidentally. You close your eyes and dream. You see North Pass and smell the fresh, icy wind that sweeps over the peaks of Great Blade and Dragon's Tongue. But the harmony is interrupted by the hideous roar of an unending flood of orcs throwing itself unceasingly against the fortification. You smell the disgusting green blood of the orcs and taste the rancid fat of their armor on your tongue. The bitter taste becomes stronger until it's unbearable and wrenches you out of your dream. You open your eyes and are surprised at the brightness as a glance at the sky confirms that it's still night. Your eyes move towards the ground, and what you see makes the blood in your veins freeze.
I am Sinthras of Son Balsur. My master, not on the Doublefold, ruler of the perished land, has elected you, the lords of Taboribor, to be the sword that conquers the south.
You mean you want us to put our necks on the line and be killed by some magus?
Lord Yonan and the others will be taken care of. Your task is to create a diversion in the south until my master's plan succeeds.
And which of us is the leader?
The one that conquers the most land.
So Kragnar will be the new Grand Lord.
He glares at Ushnox and Bashkog.
The Kragnar Shore tribe will conquer the most land.
Never! We will overwhelm the cities of the Red Bloods quicker than you can suck the marrow from a bone.
We shall see.
You can't believe what you're hearing. If the beasts of Tion ride into battle together, catastrophic cycles lie ahead for Girdlegard. The night in the oak tree was the worst of your life. You spent every single moment afraid that you would be found and savaged by the orcs. But as the first rays of sun broke through the treetops, the orcs abandoned their camp and left without discovering you.
So at least we're still alive, but yeah, definitely make sure the coast is definitely clear, so make sure we actually observe a little bit longer.
Better safe than sorry.
Your eyes scan the deserted camp, and you listen carefully for any noise. But you don't see or hear anything suspicious.
A little bit longer?
Better safe than sorry.
Oh, it's just
Your
repeating the
eyes
same
scan.
thing, okay. Let's climb down. Where am I? Oh, hello.
You're overcome by the urge to vomit. You have, of course, heard the stories, but seeing with your own eyes that orcs actually do eat humans is a long way from just reading about it.
Well, that's fine. We're a dwarf.
I knew it was here. Come on then, find that stupid necklace. Hey, Fuskar, in front of you. A grounding, perfect for a spotted breakfast.
He just sounds metallic. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just the way I'm hearing it, or if it's like an audio problem, or if it's actually intentional. He just sounds like he's made of metal, instead of actually like a monster.
You
I'm not gonna
know
run.
You're no warrior, but you want to face the orcs as a child of the Divine Smith. Perhaps you'll manage to kill at least one of them, so as not to appear so undwarven in Varacus's eyes.
I'll give you something to chew on. Vracus made us of stone.
We got far, didn't we? Just made us like a pushover.
Oink oink, little piggies! By Barrowin's beard! How did you manage to lose your weapon? Go and get it, and this time, hold it tight! Hey, that one was mine!
You're just too slow, dear brother.
Too slow? Just wait!
Right, just seems like we just found our first two companions, but first, hopefully, to God, that we can actually manage to survive this. Oh, wrong button.
Others will take my place.
What happened? I was watching his health. He didn't die that fast, did he?
Yes?
There we go. What? Why have I started with half my health? That ain't fair at all. Right, come over here. Try and give me a hand. 'Cause my guy's clearly not going to survive on his own.
And what now?
Alright, sorry.
They're hitting me pretty hard! As good as done! What is it? Who's next?
Huh? Yes?
Ow! Hey! Pow! Another one bites the dust!
We put up a fight.
I didn't hit you very hard! Yeah!
This is quite bad that at the first level they haven't given me anything to actually recover myself with. Now I literally have no guys that can heal. Especially with something like this. I know like it's meant to be part of the game, it's meant to be hard and stuff, but if you heal your guy on you probably level 1, what the hell am I supposed to do? Cause like I've got one guy dead already now, and I clearly can't bring him back.
Please wait a moment.
So what do I do?
Do that yet. They're hitting me pretty hard.
Well, I don't know what to do, I can't help you.
Too easy! Alright! Yeah! What is it?
On my way.
Because either this game is just that hard, or I'm just too stupid to play it. No, at least it's starting to get somewhere now. Got a lot further than we did last time, so that's definitely a good sign.
Another one bites the dust. Yeah.
You fight him, you go over. You stay here. That's a good idea. I need to use this more. I think that's my biggest issue. I don't actually plan my attack. I just run in and hit everyone. So definitely plan your attack, Tyrone. Otherwise, you're not gonna get far in this game at all. Alright, head over to this archer here.
Pow! Another one bites the dust.
Oh, we got 2 more guys. Can I actually go back and heal him, or is he just dead? Is it not like a revive option or anything? Probably not killing them, that's probably not the best idea. Continue, load settings, nope.
Alright.
What about you? Can you summon him? Can you bring him back rather? Please?
Yes?
Okay, I don't think anyone can bring him back. I think he's gone. But he's either gone or it's me just being that stupid to try and figure out how to heal someone. But hopefully these 2 guys is strong enough to take out 3 orcs on their own. 4 orcs on their own, apologies. I personally like aerial attacks, so hopefully we get more of them when we actually level up. Like the jumping ability, that attacks a lot of orcs, but unfortunately doesn't deal that much damage.
Pow! Another one bites the dust.
Oh, come on. Try and push him off. Ah, just missed. Ah, killed him anyway, that's good. If you gain XP though, hopefully the guy that died gets some as well.
Oink oink. That's all? No more orcs?
Well fought, young friend. Do you happen to be tongued ill?
Well thought? But he fought like a...
Boindale, what do you expect? He grew up amongst the humans.
Who are you and how do you know my name?
My name is Boindale Hookhand of the clan of the Swinging Axes. This is my brother Boindale Doubleblade. We've been sent to find you.
Call me Ironheart. Are there any more piggy snouts around here?
You turned up at just the right moment. But are you sure it's me you're looking for?
The High King Gundrabor sent us to fetch you and bring you to Ogre's Death in the Secondling realm in the south.
So he received the letter from my master? And am I a secondling?
Well, something like that, I guess.
There was a meeting last night. The Elfar serve a certain Nod On who calls himself Lord of the Perish Land. They have enlisted 3 orc hordes to cause unrest in the south.
Did you hear that, Boindale? Piggy snouts!
The Elfar from Son Balzur and the Orcs from Taboribor are working together?
And could ally with the orcs from the Perish Land.
The twins look at you solemnly. You all know what that would mean for the people of Girdlegard.
We've got to...
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say. But it's our duty to get you to the Ogre's Death Fortress in one piece.
I thought the duty of dwarves was to protect the innocent in Girdlegard.
Lot Yonan and King Brawron will take care of the orcs. We 3 must be careful. You're not exactly a warrior.
But he has broad shoulders and broad hands. There's hope for him yet. So when you've got the chance to split a few orc skulls, you should take it.
Then my family was found and the High King wants to bring me back to my clan.
No, you're not a secondling. You're a fourthling. And you're to...
The High King will tell you all about that once we get to Ogre's Death. We should get going.
So they clearly know who I am.
I would be happy to follow you into the realm of the secondlings. In truth, there is nothing I would rather do. But first, I must travel to Blacksaddle and return some things to a former famulus of Lot-Yonan.
Blacksaddle isn't exactly on our way.
It's on my way. We can head south as soon as I've carried out Lot-Yonan's orders.
Well, he's certainly got the stubbornness of a dwarf. Perhaps we'll be able to make a real dwarf of him on the way.
All right, we'll accompany you. The sooner we find that famulus, the quicker we can get back to the mountains.
I'll have to send Lot-Yonan a message by carrier pigeon on the way. And if we happen to stumble upon a couple of orcs...
I like you, but we'll have to find you another name.
What's wrong with my name?
Bolafar. It's about as good as Lipsmith, Paddletosh, or Blufflegrump. It is stupid, senseless, and definitely not a name of honor. What are you good at?
I'm good at reading.
Reading? You're a scholar?
Alright, the good thing is he does still gain experience. That is... I don't think he gains as much though. I think he does gain, I think he gains half of that amount if he's dead. Which is quite a bummer, but at least he gains some. I thought it crashed for a second then. Cleave. Several times. Yeah, that sounds good. As you could probably see though, guys, in the last fight we just did, I'm not actually that good at it yet. So again, if you do have any advice on how to help me and actually make my battle combat a lot more easier for me to handle, so I know what I'm doing more, please just let me know in the comments below. That being said, I'll see you in the next video.